Hi, everyone, and welcome to Spiro Commons. Today, I'm going to show you through the portal and the way that you can access the program so that you get a better understanding of what's included as well as how you can make the most of it. So here you can see the main portal website. You'll get a username and a password in order to log on. You can use it on a computer, on your phone, on an iPad. There's even an app if you go to the Google App Store, the Google Play Store, or the Apple App Store. There is an app available that you can use to access all of this content. So as we move through the portal, you'll see that we have all of our content laid out here on the left, and then on the right, we have some different reminders, including the calendar of suggested practices, ways to join our live conversations, ways to submit questions, to view the message board, to come to our yoga practices, or to ask a question. So moving into the content, I always recommend people start with welcome. And when you get into the welcome section, there's some best practices. There's information to bring you up to speed. If you're totally new to yoga, totally new to Ayurveda, you can learn some basics here that will help you make the most of the content that's present. There's also bonuses and discounts because members of Spiro Commons get a lot of discounts and bonuses to my other programs, as well as some other information that's foundational to the work that we do. Then the main heart of our content is our monthly themes. So each month I release a set of practices related to a specific theme. So April is using the yamas and the niyamas. And so in this folder, there's all of our suggested practices that relate to this theme, that are different ways of incorporating it into your life. And these are the practices that are typically then found on the monthly calendar. Now, these practices, I really designed to make them accessible. So each practice takes 30 minutes or less to do. And I recommend that you, in general, plan to do 1 to 2 a week. If you set aside 30 minutes twice a week, you would move through our monthly practices and be in a really great place to make progress towards the wellness goal of the month. These practices include guided meditations, a daily Ayurvedic routine, yoga asana tutorials, journaling prompts and reflections, as well as some longer yoga practices, yoga asana practices, again, less than 30 minutes, but a more flowing asana practice, a more restorative asana practice, as well as a recipe. And then there's always a special bonus as well. I want to call out our journaling prompts and affirmations. What I love about this, and beyond the fact that it's a really great intention setting experience, is, let me scroll down, there we go. There's always a link. You can write out the reflection questions just in a journal, or you can actually enter them into a Google form. And if you do enter into the Google form, you'll see this nice question: do you want Sam to review this? So if you want some feedback from me about how you're thinking about this month's wellness theme, any questions that are coming up for you, you can just check this little box and it will let me know to take a look and to respond to you. If you want to keep it anonymous, you want to just have your reflection questions and don't want me to review them, you just click no and I don't take a look at it. So I really love that piece, and it's a really wonderful way for you to connect with me if you want some more support or have questions. So this is the heart of the content, this monthly themed content. Part of this is our live conversation. We have a monthly live conversation to talk about the wellness theme, to reflect on what we've learned, and again, to ask questions. And it's a beautiful way for us to connect as a community. In addition to the monthly theme, there are replays from my live stream yoga asana classes. I teach classes throughout the week, and all of the replay recordings go into this folder so that you can practice along with me in your own time, or you can use the discount code that you receive in order to join the classes live for free with me as well. So those are 2 great options for ways for you to get some more yoga asana practices. And then we have the content library. So this library has recorded Ayurveda tutorials, asana, pranayama classes, shorter yoga practices designed for everyday situations like yoga for runners or yoga for sore shoulders. We have some prenatal yoga asana in the case that you are pregnant and would like some classes that are specifically themed towards a prenatal body, as well as guided meditations and some other asana, pranayama tutorials and yogic practices. So that means that, in addition to our monthly practices, there are other ways for you to tune in to continue to learn about yoga, about Ayurveda, and to build more wellness practices into your life. In general, the goal of Spiro Commons is that there is an undercurrent of wellness and wellness practices that are in your life, that there's an intention at the back of your head that's helping you remember to make certain choices, to act in a way that feels in alignment with your goals, to help your body be well. So it's not designed to be rigid, overly structured, or punitive in any way, but rather it's an invitation. These are practices that have been useful for me or for my clients, or that I really love and find useful, and that I love to share with you. So the last piece that I want to mention about Spiro Commons is that we do have a message board, and this is another way that you can share questions or interact with other members of the community. So it's always here as well to stay connected between our live sessions and between the practices that you're doing. I love to hear how you're doing with the practices, how you're enjoying them, and how they're working for you. So with that, I hope this helps you understand more about Spiro Commons, and hope to see you in the community. Thank you so much.